Okay, welcome back to Off Script.
Wow. Okay, we're going to trace how everyone ends up on that island,
Right.
talk about the casualties, which are shocking, and get into this really critical literary reference that explains everything about our heroine.
Absolutely. Right up to a gut punch of a cliffhanger.
So let's get right into it. The island confrontation.
All right, the episode opens, and it's almost cruel, it's a moment of false peace.
Yeah, we see Steph reading to Dinah in that abandoned army base. It's quiet, it's domestic, and you just know it can't last.
And the danger is already there. It's so insidious.
Yeah. Then we see the figure moving in. All stealth, silenced pistol, and the way it's shot, the editing, it's deliberately ambiguous.
Oh, absolutely. They want you to think it's Amos.
100%. You're wired to think, okay, the killer is here, but then the question is, which one?
It has to be Amos.
Of course. But Steph and Dinah hide, and when that door finally opens, the tension just breaks.
It's Downey, Uncle Mike, and Dinah just runs right into his arms.
And that is the payoff. 6 episodes of running, grief, danger. It's a genuinely heartbreaking reunion for a second.
Just for a second. Downey's running on adrenaline, he's in pain, and he finds that experimental drug, histropine.
And he takes it for the pain.
Right. And then Dinah, in this really innocent moment, offers him her teddy bear for comfort.
Oh, and that's when he finds it.
He finds the tracker, and that tiny moment of joy just evaporates into a massive tactical problem. He knows they have minutes, maybe seconds.
Right. So we cut to Amos, and he's already on the island, coming from a different direction.
And what's the first thing he does? He finds Nev, the wounded guard.
And he doesn't interrogate him.
No, he executes him with a single bullet and moves on.
And just as Downey, Steph, and Dinah are trying to escape, Amos finds the decoy tracker in the bear, shoots it, and the race is on. The clock is officially at 0.
Meanwhile, Janice, her mother-in-law,
Right.
makes the call to D.I. Varma, and Varma immediately emails
Right.
Talia Ross.
So the net is closing.
Right. Talia confronts the head of the department, C. He's that perfect embodiment of, slimy corporate evil.
And he tries to stonewall her about Dr. Isaac and the experiments.
But he lies so badly
Right.
because he's so transparently just covering for himself, not for the state. But Talia sees right through it.
Yeah.
So the conspiracy is officially compromised on the mainland.
Meanwhile, Sarah and Zoe are literally at sea. Low fuel, no compass. Zoe's terribly seasick. They're basically defeated.
And this is where Sarah is just brilliant. She has to convince this Scottish ferry captain to help, but she
Right.
can't tell him the whole crazy truth. It's too much.
So she tells him a different truth, a truth she
Right.
knows he'll believe.
She tells him the island is English sovereign territory, seized by the British Ministry of Defense for illegal black ops.
And his whole demeanor just flips.
Instantly, he navigates them there. He goes from being an obstacle to their biggest ally in about 30 seconds. Just incredible high-stakes thinking from Sarah.
So before they actually get to the island,
Right.
there's this quiet scene, probably the most important dialogue of the whole season.
I agree with that. It's Zoe and Sarah talking about Zoe's late husband, Joe, and his love for poetry.
Zoe quotes the poet Philip Larkin.
She quotes the final line of a poem. "Give me your arm, old toad, help me down Cemetery Road."
And boom, there it is. The title isn't just a place, it's a literary reference.
Right. And to really get it, you have to understand Larkin's 2 toad poems. The first one from 1955 is just called Toads.
Right, and in that one, the toad is basically work, the 9-to-5 grind that poisons your life and eats up all your time.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But then 7 years later, he writes Toads Revisited. And in that one, he sees people who don't work, the sick, the retired. And he has this realization.
He realizes that without the toad, without the burden of work, life is just empty. It's a waiting room for death.
He needs the structure. He needs the misery of it to feel alive. And that just perfectly recontextualizes Zoe Bone. This investigation is her toad. It's this miserable, dangerous thing. But without it, she's just a widow waiting to die. It gives her purpose.
So when she says, help me down Cemetery Road, she's accepting it. She's walking into this unbelievably high-risk situation with Sarah now beside her. So with that purpose cemented, they get to the island, they wade ashore, and Sarah points out the landmine notices everywhere.
And Zoe, in this moment of just, fatalistic acceptance, dismisses them. Says they're just scare tactics.
Which they are absolutely not.
They are terrifyingly real. They find Downey.
Right. And Amos shows up, guns blazing.
And in that moment of chaos, Steph runs to protect Dinah and gets shot. She dies instantly.
Just horrible collateral damage. The one person
Yeah,
who has
exactly.
been Dinah's constant protector is just gone.
So Downey does the only thing he can.
He makes himself the target,
He'll be the decoy so they can escape with Dinah.
but the plan fails immediately. He draws Amos's fire until he's out of ammo and gets shot in the leg.
Which leads to this final chilling monologue from Amos. It's pure revenge.
And he's savoring it. He threatens to kill Downey slowly and then hunt Dinah down next.
What's so remarkable here, though, is Downey's final, exhausted defiance.
And refuses to give him any satisfaction. He tells the psychopath, just get on with it.
And that's the end of Michael Downey. You feel the weight of that loss.
So, with everyone gone, Sarah just grabs Dinah and runs. She jumps off a cliff edge to get to Amos's boat, a total desperation move.
Meanwhile, Zoe has to run across the open beach to get there.
And Amos starts shooting, but not at her. He's shooting at the ground around her.
Triggering the landmines.
Yeah. There are multiple explosions. Zoe is just thrown into the air and she disappears in smoke and sand and fire.
And Sarah, from the boat, has to watch it happen. She has this horrible choice. Go back for Zoe
Right.
or save Dinah.
And she saves the child. She speeds the boat away as the episode cuts to black. Zoe's fate just completely unknown.
Precisely.
Okay, so what an intense deep dive. We covered the confrontation, Downey's heroic, defiant end, the literary meaning behind the whole series, and of course, that agonizing cliffhanger.
Yeah, knowing that thematic weight behind Cemetery Road, it just gives so much context for whatever comes next in the finale. We hope you feel thoroughly informed and maybe a little terrified.
Thanks for joining us.
Until next time.